Ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally come. The Starfield Shattered Space DLC trailer has just dropped at the Xbox Games Showcase. Now, we've heard about this a hell of a lot since the game was released, and we didn't have a release date. We were thinking maybe the start of 2024. That was when it was first announced, roughly the first quarter of 2024. Unfortunately, that has been pushed back, and it's rumoured that it'll be coming around fall of this year, but there was no release date on the actual trailer itself, which is a shame. But we did get news of a brand new update that drops tonight after the Xbox Showcase has finished. Not too sure on the time that is, but as soon as I've got confirmation and I can download it, we'll be checking it out and have a video on that one, hopefully shortly after this. Now, the DLC looks absolutely insane. Let's check out the trailer.
We have received a distress call of unknown origin. There is no record of a star station in this orbit. Something is not right. This is the Serpent's will.
Coming aboard was a mistake. We need to run.
Hold very still and choose your words carefully. They will determine how long you live. You trespass in the home of House Varun. Your fate will be decided by the Great Serpent.
Can you feel its embrace encircling your heart? Constricting until there is no more you. Only us.
Now, as we can see, the House Varun are the main focus of this DLC alongside their god, the Serpent. Now, if you don't know what the House Varun is, it's the third interstellar government that has formed in the settled systems. It's centered around the worship of a deity called the Great Serpent, and the extent of its territory is unknown. The capital of House Varun is Dazra on the planet Varun Kai, and it is in an unknown star system. It was formed by the passengers of a colony ship that launched from New Atlantis in 2190 and was reported lost during one of the colony ship's grav jumps. A passenger named Yanin Varun experienced a period of lost time, which he claimed to have communicated with a celestial being that called itself the Great Serpent, and that is pretty much the god that created the galaxy, according to House Varun. And judging by this DLC and trailer, it looks like we're going to be seeing a lot more of them, and that is what the community wanted. They wanted more focus on House Varun and their background, because they are extremely interesting characters in-game, and I love the idea of the DLC being focused around them. There was rumours and speculation that the original DLC was going to be focused around building yourself a actual outpost sort of star ship itself that you could dock your ship to and stuff like that, but it doesn't seem that's the case. It does look like at the very beginning we did see a massive unknown star ship or satellite or docking station, whatever you want to call them, that looked like it housed some pretty crazy stuff. Now, I can't tell if the guys that we are seeing floating around are some form of starborn, or whether they're Varun that have met the Serpent and have some great powers. It seems like we've got a few enemies there that have invisibility capabilities. Alongside that, we did see a glimpse of a few new enemies as well. Now, I absolutely love the look of this one, and it looks like it's going to be a lengthy DLC. Seems like we're going to be going to complete distant planets, checking out complete new systems, and I'm all for it, baby. Oh yeah. The more content we can get in for Starfield, the better. I'm very excited for this one. And obviously the new update that is dropping shortly after the Xbox showcase is finished. It's not gone up yet, there's no update or patch notes, but it does contain some pretty cool things. There was no hints of vehicles on there though, and with the DLC we didn't see any use of vehicles either. We saw a lot of ships that we're familiar with that are normally Varun based and quite tough and hard to take down. But no look as of yet into any new vehicles, so maybe that's been postponed. We'll have to wait and see. We can safely say by some of the alienish looking planets that we're going to be going on, whether it's one planet or not, a giant planet, I'm not too sure, but it does look relatively big and it looks like we're going to see some pretty hostile environments and some crazy creatures on there. So it doesn't look like there'd be much use for a vehicle anyway. It's not like any planet that I've seen so far in my exploration in Starfield, but you never know, there could be a hidden planet out there that none of us have found. I highly doubt it. It looks like they'll be adding a new planet for this, so quite excited for that. Could we grav jump to another system that just has various little bits in it and it's not connected to the main system at all? Don't know, we'll have to wait and see. People also wanted a hell of a lot more space fighting outside of the dogfighting on the ships, and it looks like we're going to be getting a wish with this space station that we're going to be going on. It looks like the gravity is pretty much switched off and you're floating around shooting shit. Maybe. It does seem relatively dead, but there could be something hiding in there that we haven't yet seen, and it does seem like we're going to be able to turn the gravity on and off. So I think that's going to be a main point of the start of this mission. Get in, turn the gravity off, and find out what the big weird blue thing is. Well, turn the gravity on so you can run around. But I love the idea of floating around. There are a few space stations that you can do it in, but not many. It's not really a big focus of the game. Obviously, there's low gravity planets. You can float around a little bit more, but none that have zero gravity that see you floating through space and the effects of that, really. There's one or two space stations that do have it, but I'm glad that they're going to be adding it a little bit more extensively. I do hope we'll see a bit more combat with that, because it is quite fun floating around and shooting shit. Now, I do love what looks to be that giant energy weapon. Whether that's going to be something that's aimed at another planet and we'll get to choose who we're going to work alongside with, or whether we're just going to destroy Varun and pretty much make everybody as safe as possible. I do like the idea of having the choice, though, to become the ultimate god and destroying the settled systems in a nutshell. But we'll have to see how they go along with that. I do like that idea, but not too sure whether it's really a good choice in the end. Could be a good way to finish the game off. Obviously, once you've done the main story, you're Starborn, and then come back through to a different timeline and see how things have changed there. I don't know whether it will factor into the Starborn aspect at all, or whether it's going to be complete standalone DLC that has no effect when you go through the thing and become Starborn. Not 100% sure how that's going to work, but I'd like to see it factor in and have slight changes to the DLC as well. We also see a few new creatures in there as well, and some giant beastie creature, whether that's going to be some sort of boss or mission fight, or I'd like to see a more open planet with a lot more threats on it. There's not really too much out there at the moment, so having a more viable animal threat would be quite cool. Well, alien threat would be really cool. Or, failing that, we've got some new farming material. We'll have to wait and see. And then the piece at the end of the trailer, what is that? There is loads of people in cryopods, but they've all got that sort of blue glint to them. So are these like original Varun members? Are they Starborn? I'm really not sure what to make of that. Same with the blue guys that we do see. It does look like a sort of Starborn power, but I'm really not 100% sure. It could be something completely different. My main thinking is that it is a Starborn power, and these guys are all sort of like the original Starborn. Not 100% sure. I'm not really big on my Varun lore, and that's something I'm going to be looking into, and we'll have another video on that in the coming weeks. But let me know what you think so far about the Shattered Space DLC. Are you excited for the update that drops tonight? When that update does drop, I will try and get some content on it. It depends what time it drops, because it's already quite late here and I am up early in the morning. So if not, we'll get a video out for that either tomorrow or Tuesday. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, though, I can get one done tonight. For now, we are going to wrap that one up there. Hopefully, you've enjoyed. If you have, you know what to do. Drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and stick around for much more Starfield and Bethesda-related content. For now, I've been Cowboy. You've been awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.